Hey guys, welcome back to Career Academy. Today is session 3 and we are going to talk about networking. I'm going to try to do this really fast. My quick and dirty on networking. The basic word to remember is that networking is all about connection. Everything that you do is forming or maintaining a connection with other people. The session today is going to focus on your connections in person, so more of the offline networking and really focusing on the forming of those offline connections. We're going to talk about some tools that are really helpful as you begin to form relationships and make connections with new people or people that you already know. One of the first things you'll do is your elevator pitch. The basics of an elevator pitch are who you are, what you offer, and what you want. Okay, so if you covered those 3 things really fast, but very clearly and very concisely, you've got a great pitch. Second is the informational interview. So this is where you're seeking out people to talk with, asking intentional questions, learning from them about who they are, what their job is, and whether or not that's something that might fit with who you are. The third course that you'll go through is on starting memorable conversations. Some of you I know have no problem with this, but for many of us, myself included, we do need some help. So the course goes through a little formula for reading the context, commenting, and then engaging in order to start a good conversation. Okay, quickly, those are all tips for offline forming relationships. If you wanted to do online networking, which is really important these days, it opens up the whole world to you, right? You can learn, you can connect with people on many levels. But there are groups, communities, channels, networks on many different platforms. Okay, Facebook has lots of groups, Twitter has lots of groups, LinkedIn, Stack Overflow, GitHub, Dribbble, Behance, Telegram, WhatsApp, Slack. So all of these places and many, many more have groups that are specific to an industry. When you find out about these groups, here's what you're going to do. First, observe. Just read, look, pay attention to what's going on. It's like stepping into a conversation and you're trying to figure out who's talking, what are they talking about. Second, you can start appreciating some of the work that other people share. So if somebody shares an article or design or some code, something that they share, you can say, "Thank you. This shows respect and acknowledgement of the people and the work that are already existing in that community." Third, you can begin to ask. So asking questions, what tools did you use to do that? What inspired you? Why did you choose to do it that way? Those kinds of questions allow people to share more about the work they are doing, and it allows you to learn about how they did it. Fourth, after all this, you can begin to engage. You can start to share yourself, sending a personal message. Perhaps you want to connect with one person individually on LinkedIn or on Facebook or in that community. You can use this little formula for writing a message to introduce yourself. First of all, what connects you, right? Do you have a question? Are you looking for information? Do you want to meet this person? Kind of get right to the point. What do you want from this connection? Third, you can either offer options for meeting or connecting, or just straight up ask your question and leave it at that. Great. So now the second part of connection, we've talked about forming, right? Starting the relationships. Now let's talk about maintaining relationships, maintaining the connection. Here are kind of the basic points, the things to remember. Try to stay in touch with your network every 3 to 6 months. Most people are keeping some kind of list. They're keeping a list of these names, how they're connected to people, when did they meet someone. Once a week, once a month, go back, look at that list. Have you talked to those people recently? I like to set reminders for myself. Hey, follow up on this email or check in with this person in May on their birthday. The last thing is to, make a schedule for when you have time to focus on your network, because otherwise it can seem really intimidating. Oh, how do I find time to stay in touch with all these people, right? But if it's 1 hour a week where you're just sending some messages, it's no problem. As you're doing your kind of 3 to 6 months, just trying to check in with people, here are some ways to do that. 1, the hello. 2, the follow-up. 3, the intro. 4, the share. 5, the congrats. Last of all is the thank you. Good luck on this workshop as you work on your assignments and work on that forming those connections. Keep yourself memorable and keep yourself fresh in other people's minds. I look forward to connecting with you more in the future.